Hi, everybody, and welcome to Azariah Studio. I am Sarah, the designer behind Azariah's Fiber Arts, and this is the first time I've done it this direction. I'm a little bit more experienced with Instagram and filming with my phone and understanding the lighting and all of that, so um, we might have some problems with lighting tonight. Another thing is that you may or may not know is I am actually a left-handed knitter. I knit the wrong direction. And for my videos, I get to flip everything around in my photo tutorials so that it is correct for, normal right-handed knitters. So I will be knitting tonight, and what I show you may look a little bit backwards to you. Most of these things I have TikTok videos for. If you want to go over to TikTok, I'm Azariah Fiber Arts over there as well. And you can see those individual videos, and the ones that I don't have videos for, they will be coming soon. So be sure and watch for that. I did not get any comments here or over on Instagram. Hi, Nija. Good to see you. So I thought I would talk about decreases because a couple of my testers had some questions for me today. So I'm going to share with you the decreases that I use the most in my knitting designs. The slip, slip, knit, the knit two together, the knit three together, the slip, 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 knit, and the CDD, or central double decrease. I'm going to show you how I do each of them. Again, because I'm a left-handed knitter, the knit two together probably leans the direction that the slip, slip, knit should lean. So we're not going to talk about left leaning and right leaning as much tonight as we are going to talk about actual technique. And I'm not, let's see, pretty sure this is mirrored. Yeah, this is mirrored. So this will be interesting. And this yarn is a little bit brighter on screen than I thought it would be. Okay. I'm going to bring him up here. So I have this little swatch. And it's not much of anything. It's just some plain knits. Okay. Try not to get sick. I'm going to turn the computer around a little bit. Okay. Okay. Let's see a little here. There we go. All right. So the slip, slip, knit. You slip the first stitch knitwise, and then place it back onto the needle. And I'm doing it so slow, I have to stop and think about it. Okay, just a second. And then work those two together through the back loop. And then off they go. So I'll show you that again. So slip one knitwise, replace it on the needle, work those two together through the back loop. So I'm on the back side here. And then off they go. So you're only slipping the first one, actually. And it just sits a little bit better. I don't know if it'll show here. See, they're just kind of stacked on top of each other that way. It just looks a little bit nicer. All right. Now, knit two together is not any different. I don't know that there's actually any other way that I've seen to do a knit two together other than just literally knitting two stitches together. So that's pretty easy. All right, give me a minute here while I get back to a row that is knit, because I am doing a little stocking knit swatch here so you can see what things look like. I need some background music next time, maybe. Though I don't know how that goes with licensing, so maybe not. All right, at least they're short rows. All right, so this time, slip, 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 knit. So I slipped the first two individually, one at a time, knitwise, replace them, knit those three through the back loop. And then that is a slip, 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 knit. So that is to put 3 stitches together. And I will show you what I'm doing that with. Just a second, let me get it. All right. Let me find one that I can show. Okay, here they are. That shows pretty decently. So which one is it? I'm trying to decide. Okay. So this one here is the slip, 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 knit. And then this one here is the knit 3 together, which I'll show you in just a second. So this is a chevron design I'm working on. And it's in test right now. If you're interested in testing it, it is still available. It is on Yarn Pond. And honestly, I'm not sure how to find it. If you're interested in testing, message me. Or leave a comment here. Email me, sarah@azariahfiberarts.com, and I'll get back to you. So yeah, so this is the slip, 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 knit. And this one is the knit 3 together. Carter. Shh. Sorry about the birds. And this is the chevron. So I'm using that to make a bigger decrease to make the point in my chevron. Okay, so that is slip, slip, back onto the needle, knit everybody together through the back loop. I'm running myself out of stitches here. Okay, then the other one is the knit 3 together, and it's the same thing. You just knit the 3 all together as if they're one. And that's what they look like. All right, I'm going to rip this row back out, actually, so I can have my stitches back. And then I'm going to show you how I do central double decrease. This is the one I was getting some question about today from my testers, because there is more than one way to do it. Some of them vary by region, and you slip fewer stitches and pass stitches over at different times and things of that nature. So even though this one is a central double decrease, I guess there is different ways to do it. Okay, so a central double decrease, it decreases 2 stitches as the name implies. It uses 3 stitches. Slip 2 knitwise at the same time. They stay over there. Knit the next stitch. Pass the slipped stitches over. That is a central double decrease. I'll show it to you in just a second. And see that middle stitch, it just keeps going up as if it's just a regular knit stitch, and the other 2 stitches are tucked in behind it. I'll show it to you one more time. So knit 2 together, or slip 2, sorry, slip 2 knitwise at the same time. Knit the next stitch. Back up on camera. Knit the next stitch. And pass the slip stitches over. And then it's all done. I do that one at the top of where I've been doing some increases. Turn the camera around. So I use the central double decrease most often where I'm making a point, and where the two decrease lines come together and meet, I'll do a central double decrease there. And sometimes if the yarn overs are a big deal, I'll even do a centered eyelet stitch up above that. And I can go ahead and show you guys that stitch too. Another one my testers have been asking about. So I have another test out there right now that is for a piece of lace that involves all of that. And it's a winter piece of lace. Again, it's on Yarn Pond. Message me if you're interested, and I'll give you all the details. Let me just take that row out. I'll show you how to do that centered eyelet stitch. All right, centered eyelet stitch is kind of a two-step process because you have to do one part on the front and then you actually have to finish it on the back. All right, turning the camera around again. Okay. So this gets you a yarn over in the middle of 3 stitches ultimately. So where it's been like yarn over decrease, and then a yarn over. So we have the yarn over, the double decrease, and then the yarn over, and we want a yarn over at the top of like a diamond or a triangle or something. But we don't want it to lean to one side or the other. This is where you use this stitch, the centered eyelet. It's not a very well-known stitch. I learned it from another knitter. For all I know, she created it. I have long since lost track of her. Her name is Dee Dee Heater, and she's the one who got me into lace, and really awesome lady. Okay, so it uses the next 3 stitches. Like I said, little funky. Slip the first one knitwise. Okay. Knit the next stitch, but leave it on the needle. Pass the slip stitch over your new knit stitch. Don't lose that other one off the needle. Yarn over. Still have that same one, and then the next one, knit 2 together. All right, let me finish the row, and I'll show you what's next. All right, so here's the hole. When I pull it down, you see it's got that little bar in the middle there. We got to take care of that. And that's what the second step on the wrong side or the return is, because you can use this stitch working flat or in the round. So you're going to work all the way up to the yarn over. So I've worked all the way up to the yarn over, and I'm purling, but I'm going to show you this from the front. I'm going to pick up all of this and purl them together and open up that hole. And there you have your centered eyelet. This guy right here, I don't seem to have a problem with him when I do the centered eyelet on top of another decrease or something. But when I just do them hanging out here as a demonstration, they don't look quite as clean. But in an actual pattern, this comes out really nice. So that said, with the centered eyelet, I don't use it on the bottom of that diamond, or if the triangle's pointing down for some reason, I don't use it on the bottom. All right, well, that's all I have for this evening. Thank you for joining me. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me anytime. Happy making.